Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something that's becoming a real concern in the tennis world. Every injury Novak Djokovic has suffered since the start of 2024. Yeah, it's been a rough stretch for the 24-time Grand Slam champion. For years, Djokovic was known for being almost superhuman, flexible, durable, and able to bounce back like no one else. But lately, it's been a very different story. Let's break it down, season by season, and see what's really been going on with Novak's body. Djokovic kicked off his 2024 season at the United Cup in Australia, and things didn't start great. He was seen shaking out his right wrist during his tough 3-set win over Jiří Lehecka. That same wrist gave him even more problems in his next match, a straight-set loss to Alex de Minaur. Some fans wondered if that injury carried over into the Australian Open, where Djokovic looked a bit off his game and eventually lost to Jannik Sinner in the semi-finals, just before the French Open. Novak competed at the Geneva Open, and, well, things went south again. He was visibly struggling in his semi-final loss to Tomas Makak, later revealing he'd been hit with a stomach issue. So yeah, not an ideal warm-up heading into Roland Garros. This was the big one. During his fourth-round match against Francisco Cerúndolo, Djokovic was visibly in pain, but somehow pulled off an epic 5-set win. Later, scans revealed he had torn the medial meniscus in his right knee. That injury forced him to withdraw from the quarterfinals and undergo surgery. At 37, most people thought his season was over, but Novak, being Novak, he shocked everyone by making a miracle return at Wimbledon just weeks later. Even so, he wasn't 100%. He wore a knee brace throughout the tournament and struggled with movement, especially in his loss to Carlos Alcaraz in the final. Fast forward to 2025. Djokovic looked determined in Melbourne and even beat Alcaraz in a 4-set thriller in the quarterfinals. But in that very match, he injured his left hamstring. The injury caught up with him in the semis. Against Alexander Zverev, he had to retire after losing the first set, confirming afterward that he'd torn the hamstring. Talk about bad luck. Then came something unusual. During the Miami Open final against Jakob Mensah, Djokovic showed up with a swollen right eye, which looked like a sty. It definitely affected his focus and depth perception, and he went on to lose in straight sets. At Wimbledon, Djokovic looked strong early on, until his quarterfinal against Flavio Cobolli. He slipped on match point and appeared to tweak something in his leg. He canceled practice the next day and looked clearly uncomfortable in his semi-final against Sinner, losing in straight sets. Later, he confirmed to Serbian media that it was indeed a leg problem, but he didn't share details. And that brings us to his most recent struggles in Shanghai. Things just went from bad to worse. Djokovic was visibly sick on court in both his third-round win over Yannick Hanfmann and his last 16 match against Joe Munar. During the Munar match, he needed treatment for a left leg issue, and at one point, he actually collapsed on court, lying flat on his back as the doctor and physio rushed in. To make matters worse, he also complained about hip and back pain. It's clear that his body is really starting to feel the grind after 2 decades of elite tennis. So yeah, from the wrist and hamstring to the knee and now sickness in Shanghai, Novak's last couple of seasons have been a physical roller coaster. At 38, it's amazing he's still competing at this level, but these constant setbacks are starting to raise questions about how much longer he can keep going. What do you think? Is this just a rough patch, or are we witnessing the beginning of the end for Djokovic's dominance? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss more tennis updates and deep dives like this one.